Here we are on our way to CCCX number 3. It's a beautiful day just like number 2 and unlike number 1. But today we're with my dad and Holden.
Hello.
It's going to be sick. We're going to go send it.
Girls, are you guys ready?
Hello guys, welcome back to CCCX number 3. On the start you can see I get a good start. I'm in first position. I put out some pretty decent watts up this first hill. And I'm leading out the pack. This is all the expert 15-16 boys that I'm leading out up this hill. And this effort doesn't really hurt as much as it did the second race when I kind of blew up right here. Alright, and then up here, this is a corner right after a climb. I just wanted to show how slippery the sand can be. I almost die in that corner. You can hear me like scream of terror. And then up here, I get around this rider trying to advance in this train of riders because I have my friend Henry Lawrence on my tail. And then you can see up here I'm just kind of trying to pick them off one by one. But Henry decides to just go by them all. So I'm like, oh crap, okay, I have to hold on to his wheel, stick onto his wheel, because if he loses his wheel, it's over. Like what you guys saw in CCCX number 2. If you haven't watched that, you should watch that next. But you can see I stay on his wheel. He's following another guy. But this is a pretty good position by me. If I'm not getting dropped completely and I'm not stuck behind another rider who I have to pass. So he passes up this guy. I follow in suit and also pass up this guy. So I'm still staying behind him. And you can see up here, he's gaining a little gap on me. He's starting to gap me a little bit more. But this is a pretty decent position. If I'm not, it's all my own power and will, not being slowed down by anyone else. Which I think is kind of important in racing. And then up here we get to a flat section and he passes this guy, and same thing, it's crucial to get onto his wheel because you can see the speed he's going compared to that other rider we passed. So if I'm not on his wheel, I'm losing a lot of time, and then that's just, I have to burn matches to catch that back up. And then down here it's this really flat, windy section right after through these trees that's really exposed. As you can see, there's not a lot of cover, so you can see my friend Henry decides to hit an optimal aerodynamic position right there. It's optimal. That's like the best, most aerodynamic position of all time. You can see we're going 25 on this on mountain bikes, which is kind of insane. And then up here you can see right turning the corner is Henry, so I can still see him in my sight. He's a little far, but like he's still there. So I go down this descent. This is one of the most fun descents in my opinion. And I still have a chance of, latching back on and maybe following him, right? So I get around this rider on the left, and I'm going pretty fast, 17, 18 miles an hour. And at the bottom here, there's this sandy part right here. I'm scared to brake, and I just full speed into the bush. And just like, yeah, so that hurt because I didn't use my brakes enough, so that was my fault. But that was one of the bad things. That was the crash of the race. And then up here, you can see it looks like you're supposed to go straight because there's a trail and there's no tape. And then the person was like, oh no, you're supposed to go right. And I'm like, but there was no tape, so I took a wrong turn there, which sucked. I lost all my momentum. I was in a bad gear after that. And you can see up there, right ahead of me, coming around this corner, is third place in my category. So he caught all the way back up. So it's not an ideal situation. My main goal now kind of switched from trying to catch first to let's hold on to second and try and regain that position and keep on to that, because that's more important than dreaming for first. And then here's the long climb of the course. And you can see I'm kind of settling in behind his wheel at 197 BPM. But I get around him, and I'm doing a decisive attack of 450 watts for me, which is a lot, just to try and break his wheel connection, because if he sticks onto my wheel after I get around, I'm towing him around the course at that point. And then that helps him, which I don't want. And up here is my other friend, Lucas Wilcox, down in Monterey. You saw him eating Chipotle last race on the sidelines. But he's racing 17.8 this race. So I get around him on his left. It sounds like he had an asthma attack, which sucks. That's always awful when it's not like your legs or it's something kind of out of your control that's making you not be able to race super fast. So I thought I'd drop him, but then I look back and he's right on my wheel, and I'm like, all right, let's go, let's send it. So Now I'm just kind of sending it on the downhill, ready to help tow him back to the 17-18 field if I can. And then up here on that flat section, I'm talking back to him. Let's get him back to, you know, the 17-18 field. Let's get you back. I'll tow you back on, because we're not in the same category, so I can do that. And it's not like opposing things, so I just wanted to be helpful, because I think it would be super fun if we kind of work together and race together. Especially on these flat parts where I can help and give him a draft and actually do something. And then up here, he was right on my tail on the downhill. I'm like, dang, he's fast. So I hope I wasn't holding him up. I don't think I was. Maybe I was. And then right around this corner, he actually has an asthma attack and crashes, which is awful. I feel super bad. I'm sad he couldn't continue racing. And I look back and I just see him crash. And I thought he just crashed because of technical stuff. But apparently it was asthma. And then up here I'm like, dude, I lost my wingman because... Yeah, I lost my wingman because he was like going to be with me the whole race, I hoped. But it didn't turn out that way. And then up here, he's in this tree actually, just chilling. He was fine after that, luckily. And then over here on the right is my friend Holden leading out 17-18. He's in that lead pack, which was really impressive. This field was really fast today. And then up here is a guy I know on the Woodside Beasts I wanted to pass. I wanted to just do a little short clip of this, but my second camera angle was pretty bad and the audio was pretty bad, so I didn't take a lot from the second camera setup this race. And then here's my finish. I finished second, 6 minutes behind first, which was pretty rough, but it was a good race. Congrats to all the other finishers. It was a really fun event, and I can't wait for the next one. And like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
All right, arms up, guys. Great job.
Yes.